Be off the air, but
Popping
Yeah,
bottles.
pop it, Fitz.
Twisty.
Oh,
I'm just going to go out and say it. Joey Chestnut has to be on the pub.
Has
Not
to be.
pub more. I mean,
Has to be.
dramatic, man. How was the journey?
Fitzmagic in September is like one of the hottest athletes in the world.
man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a little soft and misunderstood. I'll just be real honest.
Game of baseball, but it has different rules that go along with it that kind of go behind our underlying theme of getting fans involved.
I catch it in my beer. Does that still count?
10 seconds.
Welcome to another episode of Pub Sports Talk. I'm one of your co-hosts, Evan Fitzsimmons. In the pub is Parker Hackey, Matt Whitehorn, Tim Farner. No Devin Slade tonight, but we got a jam-packed episode. 4 teams left in NBA, 8 teams left in NHL. We got Premier League heating up, and we may dabble in some PGA Championship as well as some MLB. That's where we need Slate. But we'll still be able to dabble in it. But without further ado, episode 103.
Hell yeah. Hey, welcome to the pub. Greatest show. Tuesday nights live, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down, right?
for sure.
We'll do it live.
Yeah. F it. We'll do it live. Tim, you got a guest behind you. This is the first week, like in 8 weeks, we haven't had a guest, but you brought a guest right behind you.
Oh, yeah, old Barry. You know, he's a dying race, but the sayings live strong. And here we go. He's got his scouter on for all the bullshit that could be happening on the pub. So you never know. Scout report could come in at any moment.
You know, I'm
Little Barry.
gonna hit a little audible. You're talking about bullshit. Detroit Lions get 0 primetime games. No respect for the Lions.
No.
Dirty.
I love it. I love it. So, okay. Their whole justification was Thanksgiving's a primetime game, which I'm cool with. Like, Thanksgiving is the one thing that I can hang my hat on as a Lions fan. That's our tradition. Screw you, Cowboys. And I'm cool with it because, like, it's just gonna have people are gonna sleep on the Lions even more this season. And I mean, I've been chugging that Kool-Aid for a long time, boys. But man, that Kool-Aid is tasting nice and sweet this offseason. So you guys be ready for it. You know, no primetime games. I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it. We're going to get flexed. They're going to flex us into a primetime game.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Calling it right
I
here on
like
the pub.
that.
I don't know who yet. We'll have to see, but I'm calling it.
I'm all in for it. Well, if it makes you feel better, Cincinnati was in the boat very similar a couple years ago. I think we had one Thursday night game. And look, I was a big advocate. We suck on primetime. Like, the lights were too big for Cincinnati. But this year we got 5. So if it's like old Cincinnati, that's 5 straight losses for us. Or new stripes, new era, 5 wins, I'm hoping. But we get to play on Thanksgiving. I'm excited. I get to kind of put a little toe in the Lions tradition there. I get to like dip the toe in some tradition there. So I'm excited. This is your holiday. It's your all's day. But I'm glad we get to be a part of it.
I'm too, Parker. You know, nothing makes me happier than celebrating a wonderful holiday with another wonderful team. Also, for the record, screw you, Cowboys. It's not your tradition, and you will never take it. So just putting that on the record. If there's any Cowboys fans out there, it is ours. So back off. All right. That's all I got.
Clipping this, send it to Florida Score Sports, and we're just going to let this thing ride, baby.
Green light.
Well, hey, let's stick with the NFL. Strength of schedule has came out, and I don't know where I put the graphic. But before we get a strength of schedule, we have the list of what CBS says the 5 best primetime games here. We got Chiefs Buccaneers week 4. Obviously, Mahomes versus Brady, 2 explosive offenses, 2 defenses that stand the test of time. Then week 3, you got Packers and Bucks. Bucks go back-to-back on tough weeks there. Aaron Rodgers, Brady, maybe the last time these guys face off head-to-head, or maybe it's a preview of NFC Championship games to come. Then you move on. You got Patriots, Raiders, week 15. Mac Jones, Carr, explosive offenses. but they're methodical. They get your job done, and they're both all three phases of football. They're all three sound. Bills, Rams, week 1. That's going to be good. We get a little Allen and Stafford, and then Packers at Bill, week 9. A lot of great games. Any of these that really pique your all's interest?
The Patriots game's weird. I don't know why that's on the list.
I think just because both teams are they're both projected to win their division, and then supposed to just be solid football teams.
And I think Josh McDaniels plays a role in that too.
Yeah.
With him being the head coach now, and he was former Patriot, and that's probably the one I'm snoozing on the hardest. Like, gosh, that sounds like a boring game. I do not want to watch that. I mean, it's football, so I'll watch it, but like out of this list, it's pretty lackluster. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Evan and Matt are really looking forward to these Packer games.
A lot of Packer love on this list.
I'm glad you alluded to that, Tim, because after, I will watch it, but I'm not really looking forward to us playing the Buccaneers from the recent history. But, it's always one of those great, they always say, Brady v. Rodgers, but Brady's beaten Rodgers, I think, the last 3 times they've played each other. I think, I want to say, off the top of my head. So, yeah.
I think you're right, Matt.
So, yeah, I mean, I'll look for, it's a game everybody will watch him, but I'm not really looking forward to that much.
Yeah, the only time we beat Brady was in Lambeau. And Jordy schooled Darrelle Revis. That was the game we won.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because one time we played and Rodgers had a concussion. So he didn't play. Matt Flynn almost led greatness, but it was the famous play of the offensive lineman for the Patriots taking a kick return, almost taking the house. It was like Dan Orlovsky or something like that. It was that game.
Hey, Dan Orlovsky, one hell of a reporter, commentator, much better than he was at quarterback.
Wait, maybe not that guy. I can't remember.
Yeah,
There was
Danny O was a backup lines quarterback for a while.
Who the hell?
He was a journeyman for a while, yeah. Hey, Matt Flynn, arguably, cheers to him, maybe greatest backup quarterback.
Yes, he is.
Like, I don't think I think he gets snoozed on a lot.
Dan Connolly, 71-yard kickoff return. Look it up. He was like a left tackle. He got a squib kick and almost took it to the house on the Packers.
I don't know if you noticed this, Fitz, but that was my way of saying I don't think that's the right guy. But I'm just gonna let you go through this journey.
I knew it was Dan something. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good.
Just pulled something out of my ass. No, I wanted to say with the
Yeah, go.
schedule, Packers Bears week 2, which is gonna be phenomenal on Sunday night. But I think we're sleeping on the Chiefs Broncos with Russell Wilson. They're playing Sunday night later. It's like I think it's like a week 15, but like it's like why not that? Like that should be exciting. I think those two teams can be duking it out. So
Yeah, I mean, big friend of the show, Seth Wagner, dives headfirst Broncos everything. He said Drew Lock was the answer. Now he flipped scripts. Russell Wilson's the answer. He's getting the job done. But in reality, this Broncos team, I think it's a fun one to watch. I think it's going to be a really good, like, if Russell Wilson does what he's supposed to, I think the whole level just changes there in Denver. And now we see maybe a Peyton Manning, like he went to Denver. I'm not putting Russell and Manning in the same category, but maybe that kind of juice, that spark they need to get going.
yeah, I think the Chiefs are going to struggle without Tyreek Hill. I think that's going to cause some problems too. So
I agree. Well, strength of schedule, and this list comes from All Sports Culture. Got to give them credit here. They're giving Rams number 1 spot, Cardinals number 2 spot, Bengals, Bucks, and 49ers round out the top 5 of toughest schedules. Now, a division we love just to gut punch, elbow punch, drop kick, especially Tim, the NFC least. It has the 4 weakest schedules. Commanders,
Classic.
Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants sitting at 29 through 32.
Wow.
Yeah.
But that's just because they play a division. Like, is that all based on?
Ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Okay, now I'm getting the trend. Well, that's
It's
stupid.
crazy. So, out of this list, obviously we don't have all the 32 schedules pulled up here. Is there anything that really jumps out to us? For me, Bengals at number 4. I'm like, okay, we're coming off the Super Bowl, but damn, I was not expecting us to jump up to number 3 toughest schedules. And this is all hearsay, right? We're going off last year's records and what they should do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I generally think the Bengals might actually. I mean, they're not going to struggle massively, but there'll be a few games where you should have won and you've lost, or that's a real number 3. That's a real toughie,
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things where like people are like, oh, they got there in a fluke, and I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be back, we're good. And I see this, I'm like, oh shit, maybe I need to pump my expectations here.
I'm also amazed that Packers is at number 23. Like, look at some of the teams we play. Like
number
Buccaneers, 22. Sorry, Buccaneers, Bills, Rams, Vikings twice. Apparently the Lions are now a playoff team as well. So, it's actually quite tough.
And
I'm surprised.
We got the
surprised
Titans too.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're so low down.
Maybe it's the division.
It is the division. 100%.
Yeah.
But Tim, the Lions going to Super playoffs. You called it last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man, I'm cool with just a wild card. Like, I'll take anything at this point. I just need some hope. But I'm not.
Let me in, damn it! Let me in.
If the Bengals can do it, we can do it too. All right.
That's right. Oh man. Any other NFL schedule talk? I know it's not a lot, but it's what we got. So you got to digest what we get here. Cool. We're moving on. P's and T's to Tariq Cohen. I don't know if you guys saw the video. Looked like he had tore his Achilles when he was posting on an Instagram live video. Former Bun player, then went on A&T, played for the Bears. Only like 5'8", one of the shortest guys in the NFL. One heck of a back, coming off an ACL injury, then he tears the Achilles. I hate to see it. So P's and T's to the Cohen family there. All right. Let's talk a little MLB. We're going to do our justice here. We're going to do the best we can for Slate. The only thing I am for sure on, the Reds are dead. Stank. Get them out. Ever since the Cincinnati owner came out and said, where are you going to go? It's not like you're going to leave the city. They have been abysmal. Awful. They have the worst record. Now, shout out to Washington Nationals. We're trying to catch you. We're trying to pass you so you get the worst record. They're up by like 2.5 games on us. But it's bad to be a Reds fan. We threw a no-hitter against Pittsburgh and still lost.
Yeah.
No-hitter.
How did that happen?
Fuck does that happen?
Because I saw that too.
Oh, it's exhausting.
Because I saw it was like they gave like a fielder's choice, which I guess would qualify. I guess that qualifies as not a hit.
I guess so. Yeah.
But so a run can score off a fielder's choice and it's still not a hit. Very weird.
Wow.
Terrible. I was so upset. On the flip side, Astros and Yankees making a killing. It's a race for the top 2 spots in the league here. Obviously, we know Tim's love for Houston. And, typically there's a dismay for the Yankees on here without Slate, though. No one's there to get some subtle jabs at them. So Yankees doing what they're supposed to. Money's buying wins, obviously, right now. Astros, not saying they cheated. They're winning. That's all we know.
Yeah, Verlander almost threw a perfect game through 7 1/3 innings against the Twins. So that was almost something cool. But, first out in the 8th.
And see, okay, who was it that got benched for almost throwing a no-hitter and then they benched him?
Ooh.
It happened recently. I'm going blank.
Was it Kershaw? I don't know if it was Kershaw.
I can't remember. But it's like, I get the load management. Tim's a big advocate for it. I totally understand it. But you're throwing a no-no. You let that sucker ride. Just let him go, baby.
I agree. Yeah. Well, the other thing I wanted to bring up, the Dodgers, because they were up there with the Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
They may have been ahead of the Yankees. And then they played the Phillies at home. Like, they've been dominant at home. And the Phillies won 3 of the 4 games on the road. And now the Dodgers got to go into Philly this weekend. So I'm curious, do the Phillies just own them? Are the Phillies on the rise? that was just weird because the Dodgers looked like they were the number one. And again, it's early, like for MLB, like because they do all these series of like 3 games, 4 game stints, not everybody's played everybody yet. So like we're still trying to get a picture of like kind of based off who these teams have played. But yeah, that was still very weird for it to be the Phillies.
Especially with Bryce Harper coming off the torn UCL, so he's only DHing. He's not in the field.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's still dangerous in the batting box though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean Kershaw is. I think he's on the IR. Devin texted us with a. I don't know what type of injury he has. I just remember Devin texting us he's on the IR. So Dodger fans, not sure if it's going to get any brighter for you here in a couple of days. I need to weather the storm. It's a long season. We talked about it. Maybe we need to cut down the season, but it's the hunt for October. So we still got a long time to go.
The other game I wanted to highlight, a week ago, the Phillies played the Mets, and the Mets have been on the rise. Some people call them the Amazing Mets Part 2, kind of an homage to the 80s team.
You've been hammering down on them a little bit, right?
I've just been, yeah, I've been putting a little money down on the Mets, but they scored 7 runs in the 9th inning to win 8-7. Like they were down 1-7. All the fans had the rally caps on, and the Mets just batted around. They got to the core of their lineup, and they did it. I mean, just crazy. It's crazy to watch. So I'm all in on the Mets. And something I saw I was reading an article. Can't remember I always try to shout out the newspaper. Can't remember what New York is. In New York Times, maybe, I don't know.
New York Times,
but
New Yorker.
It wasn't the New Yorker, wasn't the New York Times. It was some like local shitty one. But so I won't say the name. But they basically said the manager talked about that his boys fight all 27 outs of the game. And he says that's a special team that he hasn't quite seen, but he just says it's a group that fights, and that's what was on display against the Phillies. And I just think that's interesting, like this early in the season, like it's May baseball, and that's something that I could be, just keep an eye on down the line. But you got a team that fights like that. The Amazing Mets might have they might have a storybook ending this year. Too early to tell, but that's my early favorite.
Hey, I can vibe with that. I can get behind that. One last baseball thing. It comes from ESPN.com. So, us and ESPN, we don't really see eye to eye. If you watch our Instagram, I was watching the Michael Wilbon Doesn't Know Shit or About Hockey shirt from Smack Apparel. Go get it. Use our link on the Instagram bio. But they had a really cool article. Elijah Blankenburg. I don't want to mispronounce the name. I think it's Blankenburg. 11-year-old kid. Goes to training camp. He's a Yankees fan in Florida. And he gets up the courage to ask some of the guys for their autograph and for their rookie cards and that type of stuff. That's a big deal for an 11-year-old. Like to ask a pro athlete, can I get your autograph? Like talking to him, that takes some cojones. Well, he loses this autograph book that day. Like someone steals it from him or he dropped it. Something bad happens. So the story gets out in the newspaper. And he had like thousands of people send him like signed merch and like a Mickey Mantle signed baseball, and the Oilers sent him a home plate signed by him. Like really cool stuff, really good story. So if you want to feel a good story, a little good vibes on a Tuesday, go to ESPN and check out that Elijah Blankenburg story. It was really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of Smack Apparel, go get your apparel now. Use our link in our Instagram. You get a discount. We get a kickback of it. And plus you get to rep your favorite team. They got shirts for everything. We got a Bill shirt, Tampa shirt, Golden State, Pittsburgh. We got it all covered. Fitz, have you gotten your Green Bay Packers shirt yet?
I've got plenty, but you know what? I can always use another.
Hey, there it is. I sent Tim a Michigan State one. Can't wait for that. Get to Tim. Matt, they have some footy ones we got to get you on. Good stuff.
Can never have too much Packer stuff.
Yeah, that's right. They had a nice Rodgers and Adams Last Dance one where they're kind of leaning on each
Oh.
other like Michael. It was
Man, I'd cry if I got that.
All right. Let's talk about a little NBA playoffs. These playoffs, we said it last week. I'm going to say it again. Best damn playoffs I remember. A lot of game sevens across the board being played, and I'm pumped for it. Fitz, you're shaking your head no.
No, I'm just like, it's been crazy.
Oh, okay.
I'm I'm so ready to dabble.
Good.
So ready to get into this.
Let's get into it. Western Finals, Game 7, Mavs, Suns. Suns, put them on a milk carton. They went MIA. The Mavs dog walked them back to Phoenix. I mean, it was terrible. Luka put on a show against them. Mavs move on to Western Finals. The flip side, Ja Morant, we talked about the knee injury. That cost them that series, I think. I think Ja Morant healthy, you have a whole different ball game. But Warriors is too much talent. They win 4-2. On the Eastern side, Heat, Sixers. Sixers tried their best. Joel Embiid bouncing. He's taped together, battling from injury. Jimmy Buckets is too much for him. And then on the flip side, Celtics, Bucks. That goes to Game 7. Al Horford putting on a playoff show, baby. Playoff Al, getting the job done. Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, all those boys taking it to Giannis and the Greek Freak. That was one hell of a game, one hell of a series. Celtics move on to the Eastern Finals. So, finals are set. Anything to talk about semifinals-wise?
I just want to throw up. So I saw this stat with Luka. So in the 7-game series between the Suns and the Mavs, Luka outscored Booker 218 to 164. He out-rebounded DeAndre Ayton 69 to 57. Nice. And out-assisted CP3 49 to 40. Oh, and he also had more steals than Defensive Player of the Year runner-up Bridges, 15 to 9.
Luka's
so you
on
want to
mission.
talk about putting a team on your back. Luka is Larry Bird reincarnated. This man might get it done.
Yeah.
You know,
It's funny.
That's it, you know?
Because, like, we talked about the media, talked about, like, he needs help. Apparently not.
Well,
Apparently he is the help.
Jalen Brunson's had he's been kind of the second guy with the Mavs, and he's really stepped up. So I think that's key to name. And I think we've seen that happen in years past. Is kind of like these teams, like, you know, obviously the Mavs, they were what, 4 seed, 5 seed coming in.
I think.
They could be a team that with Brunson, like if Brunson starts to play well, almost kind of like I feel like the Raptors had this when it was like Pascal Siakam really stepped up in the postseason. And it's almost like once your guy kind of steps up, like in the spotlight, like Jalen Brunson will be here next season. Like he's going to be like the co-guy with Luka, that maybe the Mavs are a 1 or a 2 seed. Like they really shine. But yeah, I think Brunson deserves some credit. But obviously, like Luke is the best player in this tournament right now. I mean, it's insane. He's just. I was just amazed. Like he was just great. I didn't think they'd do it. I mean, I was stunned that he performed the way he did and just single-handedly blew them out. But
no, for real.
It's crazy.
And another guy you got to give credit to, I left him off the list here, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
Game 7, he shows up. Game 7, Dinwiddie 7, like 30 points, 3 for 3 from free throw. He was 11 for 15 from shooting. And he only had 25 minutes of playing time, and he had 30 points. Yeah. Dude's coming off the bench and getting the job done.
Well, the Celtics kind of had that. Who was y'all's guy? You had just kind of an unsung hero in Game 7.
Playoff Al, baby.
Nah, I think it was some besides Al. It was like just some
Walker?
like shooter. Maybe. I think that's right. I was thinking Williams, but maybe
Ooh.
I can't remember names. But.
I think it's with a W, but I can't remember.
Yeah. But it's kind of like same thing. But like Celtics just kind of shifting. Celtics just couldn't miss in Game 6 and 7. Like I had those games on, and like every 3 the Celtics shot, just net. I'm just like, what is happening? Like so, and the Bucks obviously not a strong 3-point team, so that just sealed the series. So I'm interested to see Grant Williams.
Thank you.
There we go.
It was.
Yep. Good pull there, Tim.
Thanks.
But yeah, I'm curious to see with the Heat if the Celtics can shoot like they did with the Bucks, man, that Heat Celtics could just be a shootout.
It's gonna have to be game 1 being played tonight, 8:00. It's about to tip off. Playoff Al's nowhere in the building, COVID protocol. So Celtics gotta rely on some other people like Grant Williams and some other cats to get it done. So it's gonna be one heck of a series. Now, here's the fun part. Who we picking? Who's making the finals?
I'm picking the finals pick that I had before this all began. I got Heat Warriors, baby.
I like it. You stick with it. It's been fire for you. I'll say that much.
Yeah, can we get a standing so far, or is that not permitted?
So NBA, we fucked up as a unit. I'll take ownership as the leader of the unit. I didn't keep any score from rounds 1 and 2, so that's on me. NHL got us covered. NBA, bad ownership. That's on me.
I'm trying to get that cut from Tim, man.
Enjoy it for now.
It's all right. My NHL picks have been fire too. So
all of ours ours except for one person, and we'll get there.
It's not me, right?
I mean, if you pick the Predators to beat the Avalanche.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't see this. That's weird.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Where this came from.
Yeah, Tim, give me your picks. Who you got?
I'm obviously going the Warriors. The Warriors versus. Let's go the Celtics.
I feel like you flipped a coin. Is that what you're doing?
I really just flipped the coin for. I haven't watched the Heat play. I watched the Celtics, and there's some ballers on there, so we'll go with that.
Warriors and Celtics, huh?
Warriors Celtics. Warriors taking it.
Calling the shot.
I'll go against the grain. Give me the Mavs.
Nice.
Give me the Mavs. Big Luka. And give me the Celtics.
I like it. I knew the Englishman would go Celtics there. It's just in his blood a little bit.
Actually, in theory, I should have liked the Celtics because they're Irish, English and Irish. Anyway, too late.
Touche. Fair enough. Warriors feeling well rested. Only went to game 6. They had an extra couple of days off. Luka putting the team on his back. That back's about to break. Steph Curry sits back. Get it out of here. Give me Luka and the Mavs, baby. Mm-hmm. Mavericks moving on. And then Tyler Hero had a song about him. Where's he been since Jake Harlow released that song? I don't know. I ain't heard of him. Get him out of here. Marcus Smart, Celtics get it done. Celtics, Mavs, finals.
Dude, Tyler Hero is going to be finals MVP.
That's
watch.
What you say.
Whatever. Watch. He is balling right now.
Well, let's talk about NBA final MVPs. Let's do it.
Okay.
Who we got? You're saying Tyler Hero.
I think he could be. That's not my that's my sleeper. That's my deep sleeper.
Backtracking.
Yeah.
Oh man. I would say it. I don't know. I like the Heat to win. But it's gotta be Steph. I think Steph is I think they take down Luka, even though it's a great series. And I think Steph proves he's that guy even without KD.
He's the favorite
to
be NBA Finals favorite MVP. Plus 225.
Yeah.
The cat right next to him, Jason Tatum, plus 250.
Where's Tyler Hero at on that list?
Tyler Hero, he doesn't make my short list. So it's above 3,000 odds. Okay.
Where's Luka?
Put $1 on it right there.
Luka plus 650.
I think Luka. Well, I already made my pick. If the Mavericks somehow make it to the finals, they're gonna lose, and Luka's gonna get the NBA Finals MVP
on
the losing team. Yeah, Jerry West.
Happen.
Jerry West.
Really? No.
Facts.
Tim.
Jerry West. He was. He might be the only person to have won an NBA Finals MVP on a losing team. I'm going to look that up while you guys.
Yeah,
Got
not
me.
pulling
Look
it
that
up.
up.
You are right. Man,
Jimmy
man.
Butler plus 550.
Let's go.
That'd be crazy if Luka did the same as Jerry West.
I will
Then
tell you, if the
Luka's gonna
Mavs
become the
make it
face.
and the Mavs win, Luka for sure MVP. Like,
Yeah.
we'll hammer it down 100%.
I'm with Tim. I think he wins. Even if he makes the finals, he wins it.
Really? Yeah.
If anybody
What if he
does
just
it,
doesn't show up for 7 games? Like 2 points, 1 rebound, 5 fouls.
not possible.
Can you just imagine the face of Stephen A. Smith? Oh my God. You'd hear about it for a week. You'd hear about it for a week about how
I knew
Luka
he
didn't
was
show up.
garbage. I knew he was garbage. Man, it's trash. You
Oh,
You guys- guys remember the SNL skits of them doing Stephen A. Smith?
Yeah.
I love
LeBron?
that.
That's so funny.
And Michael Irving.
Oh, so dumb. Matt, you got a MVP's pick for us?
Let me look at some names quickly. I like the name Jimmy Butler.
a
Jimmy
good
Buckets. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Thank you.
I like it.
Thank you, Fitz.
I think the Heat are the best team. I will say that.
You
Like,
think they're better
I
than the
don't-
Warriors?
I think
Because
as
of the
a unit, like when you look at like the whole rotation, I think the Heat are the strongest.
And I guess that makes sense because they have played together the longest together.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Clay
Yeah.
and Steph have been together for a while, but Clay's been hurt for so long, and
Yeah.
Steph would be hurt.
And Warriors are just young. That's the other.
Yeah.
That's the other factor.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
So I don't know.
I like that. I like that take a lot. All right. Let's talk about the other playoffs going on. NHL action has been hot. Once again, tons of game sevens all across the board. Though there was only one sweep. The Preds swept under the rug against the Avalanche. But Blues Wild, they go to 6 games. Blues get it done. Dallas, Calgary go to game 7. The Flames squeaking it out. That one shocked me. The Flames have been one of the best defensive teams all season long. All of a sudden, they forget how to goal keep. They forget how to do defensive line switches. It's completely game change. Stars give them everything they could handle, but Flames move on. LA, Edmonton, kind of the same boat. Really great offensive team. Struggled to put the puck in the net. Kings were kind of lights out on defense for the most part. That goes to 7 games. Oilers get it done. Canes, Bruins. I was there game 7. The place was rocking. Bruins fans chirping. I was chirping back. I'm here for it, baby. Canes move on. Panthers, Caps. That was a great series. Go to game 6. Maple Leafs. Toronto has failed to get past a playoff round. How many seasons has this been?
Too many.
Too many. Too damn many. Tampa Bay holds on. They might have another boat parade in their future.
Mhm.
And then Rangers beats the Pens in game 7. Great matches all across the board. Any of those really made us excited.
It's freaking playoff hockey. I mean, look at the game 7s. Like, so I was watching the Canes. I know you were there, Parker. But gosh, it had to be so electric just to sit in that stadium and just feel the energy of a game 7. And like, it got pretty close there in the third period. I mean,
Yeah.
they pulled the goalie 6v5. They end up scoring late, and it's like, oh no. But I mean, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. Playoff hockey. There's not much like it. It's wonderful. Keep the train rolling.
I agree. I don't mean to brag. You talked about the venue being electric. Part of a Hurricanes franchise record. That's all I'm going to say.
Hmm.
All right. I'm part of Hurricanes franchise history, baby.
Was it
Biggest
in terms of what?
19,000 people or
19,000.
something?
Yeah, almost 20,000.
Daggum.
Me and my
They
best
just
friends.
packed y'all in there like sardines.
Hey, I was here for it. Sitting next to like 7 Bruins fans. So
I'm
right.
saving some comments for my picks.
cool. Well, before we get to picks, let's talk about previous picks. Don't mean to brag. Went a perfect 8-0.
Oh,
Dang,
Jay.
boy.
Ooh, damn.
Come catch me.
Dang.
Tim right behind me, nipping out my heels. He picked the Wild instead of the Blue.
Yeah.
That cost him 1 game, but he's at 7
Hmm.
games.
Hmm.
Devin, Fitz, and Matt all tied for 6. And then poor Jay Gray. 3 games.
Ooh.
Man, that's bad.
We knew she had some ballsy picks. She went ballsy the entire board, pretty much.
I knew I shouldn't have taken Boston. I did it purposely because I was like, everyone's gonna take the Canes. If I get it right, I'll get points. I shouldn't have done that.
Should not have done that.
I should have gone with my gut. I knew the Canes were gonna win.
So now we get to talk about brand new matchups. I'm pumped for it. You guys are pumped for it. I'm loading up the graphic as we speak. So, Western, we got Blues, Avalanche, Flames, Oilers. In the East, Canes, Rangers. And then the two Florida teams, Panthers and Lightning, going after each other. This is tough. I had to make my picks on NHL.com today. Real tough. Not sure if I'll still be in that 99th percentile or not. You guys, how do we feel here?
I feel good about my picks. But I want to go first. I think Parker and Tim need to go first.
The
They're
Curse
the
of the
lead.
Champions?
Yeah, it's like golf. You guys got the lead. You got to tee off.
I thought they go last, don't they?
Yeah, they go last.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
If you're
Yes.
Get out of here.
you're paired last. I'm saying like you're in your group. Like if you're in the lead, you have to tee off first. If you're behind, you hit last.
This sounds sketchy.
So
I
it's opposite
promise.
to golf.
That's like the advantage of being behind on a hole.
Yeah. All right. Let me get my handy dandy notebook out.
Steve from Blues Clues.
Where's the clue?
We should get him on as a guest.
All right. Episode 104.
Steve
from Blues Clues.
Burns.
Let's go.
I bet he watches sports.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He seems like a hockey guy. I bet he's like New York. Maybe he's a Rangers fan.
That'd be awesome. All right. Maybe he's an island. Anyways, I'm going to go Avalanche. I feel like they're really fresh. They're coming off a huge sweep. Smashville is supposed to be just an aggressive unit, and Avalanche said, get that shit out of here. It's weak. Blues, a feisty bunch. I think they will not get swept, but I think Avalanche game 6. Two teams I felt really confident going in, Flames, Oilers. I don't know. Like, this is tough for me to know because the Flames defense has been lights out up until this past series. Oilers offense have been putting the puck in the net from like half ice all damn game. Not last series. They didn't show up. Flipping a coin. I'm going Flames. I think Calgary needs this one because what else is in Calgary? I don't know. Never been. Canes, Rangers. Give me the Canes, baby. 2 claps and a Ric Flair. They're getting it done. I think the Canes' toughest matchup for the East is coming up. The Bruins were absolutely the toughest match we could have had until we get to the Lightning. And with that being said, I'm taking the Lightning. I think Lightning are going to almost be at a boat parade. So Avalanche, Flames, Canes, Lightning.
Well, I guess for the sake of changing it up, because I was going to make the same picks. I'm going to switch. I'm going to take the Oilers over the Flames. I don't know, something about Canadian hockey. I think that series is going to be a little bit more brutal than people think.
Yeah.
Because clearly the Maple Leafs aren't doing squat. So I'll make the same picks. Let's go Avalanche, Canes, and Lightning, but I'm going to take the Oilers.
Well, Tim, those are my picks. when you
Got
switch.
him.
It's hard to take. I mean, I thought of Colorado because this just seems like it's theirs to lose, but they did that last year. I mean, they were a hot team and they just crumbled. And it's like a team like the Blues. I mean, how many years ago did they win? Was it like 2019 when it was before the Tampa Bay back-to-back? I think that's when the Blues won. So this is a team that could give them problems. So I'm waffling on that one. I might actually just change it, but I think the Canes and the Lightning play again. That was the matchup last year. I think those teams get to the Eastern Final. Yeah, that Battle of Florida might be the one I'm most excited about between the Panthers and the Lightning. But I just love Vasilevsky in goal. He is just a beast, and he was is the MVP of the last Stanley Cup. So yeah, I like the Lightning, but they're without Point. They're without their one of their key scorers, but I still think they're a pretty deep team, and obviously the experience. The team I might pick this team to kind of spoil Colorado. I like the Oilers. Connor McDavid, he's really like one of the young rising players, and he had a great season last year, but he really had his moment in the last series.
Sniper.
Yeah, and I think the Calgary just they had a great season, but they've come off with a flat tire.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you call flat skate. If you have
a broken skate, maybe
a broken skate, maybe. But I like Connor McDavid. The other player that just kind of made me waffle my Lightning, Florida's guy, Carter Verhaeghe. I can't say any of these names. Carter Verhaeghe. Kind of similar to McDavid, just like a young, kind of a rising star. Again, kind of had his moment in the last series against Ovechkin. Everyone's talking about the Capitals. And he's like, nah, it's not yours. It's mine.
Move out the way, old man.
Yeah, and he's a guy that I could see. So like I was really torn between Florida. I think that goes to 7. That could go either way, but I just have faith in Vasilevsky in goal. I just don't think he can do that. So my picks, lock in. You know what? I'm gonna have to say it's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm gonna keep the same picks as Tim. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go Avalanche, Oilers, Canes, Lightning.
Okay,
Those are smart picks.
they're 3/4 smart. I'll tell you that much. Tim, that's coming home to Poppy.
Right. This is staying right here. I'm gonna actually put it next to Barry back there. His chalice, his drinking chalice.
All right, Matt.
Well, my picks will be a bit quicker. Avalanche for sure. Remember, I said it this time last year. Oil up, baby.
Let's go, baby.
Oil up, baby.
Oil up, baby.
My friend, who's actually getting me to be a Rangers fan, I'm slowly becoming a Rangers fan. I will watch one of their games in this series. You know, they were 3-1 down against the Penguins, right?
Yeah.
And I was
comeback.
like, and then they got battered like 7-2. Then they just came huge comeback, using momentum. They're gonna come through. They're gonna beat the Canes. I'm sorry, but I'm taking the Rangers. And then I want to go on a boat parade, Tampa Bay.
You can go to Miami though. How about go a little further south and still have a boat parade?
I want to go on a boat parade with Jeff, friend of the show.
Yeah, big friend of the show. Got to have Jeff on. Slate, we're going to wait for his. Jay Gray sent her picks in, though. She's picking the Blues. Huge upset.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't take him.
Well, that's not a surprise, isn't it?
She's keeping her cojones on the table, baby.
So these are all the wrong picks, right? All right. Oh, man. Jay Gray.
I'm sweating.
You know what I'd say? A broken clock is right twice a day.
Yeah, she's taking Canes and Panthers.
Oh my gosh, she could come back.
Yeah, I think this could be the swing, or it's going to be like, hey, you get a punishment because this is terrible. This is really good. All these matchups, even the Avalanche and Blues, who we pretty much swept, except for Jay Gray. That's going to be one hell of a matchup. Playoff hockey is the best damn playoff. Tim, you said it best. And I'm pumped for it. Watchers, listeners, you should be excited for it. Puck drops tonight for game 1. Get into it. Dive into it. Let's make it happen. The boys, maybe a trip to PNC Arena, watch Hurricanes. I'm down if you guys are down. Don't twist my arm.
Oh, yeah.
Little fun tidbit. Lightning won 3 out of 4 regular season meetings against the Panthers. Last meeting, they lost 7-1, though. So, I withheld that information until you made your picks. You're welcome. Matt, it's your favorite time. It's the footy corner time.
It is the football corner time. So, as we alluded to earlier, it is the last weekend of the Premier League season. It's already here. The end of it. It's already here. It feels like it was
just started.
It just started. It feels like it was August yesterday. Oh, God. But there's still a lot to be settled in the Premier League this weekend. As of things now, Manchester City are top of the league by 1 point going into the final game. They are playing Aston Villa at home. Man City win. They win the league. And they really should do. Manchester City at home, in their last 4 games, they've scored 17 goals. Like 17 goals. That's ridiculous. Like, this ain't hockey. That's ridiculous. But Liverpool, if Manchester City don't win and Liverpool win, who are playing Wolverhampton Wanderers, then they will win the league. And that will be their 3rd trophy this season, with a chance to take a 4th one in the week after, which is massive. It's unprecedented. No team has ever won 4 trophies in the season. 3 trophies, yeah. 4, no. The final spot in the Champions League for next year, 2 London clubs, Arsenal and Tottenham. The 2 big hated rivals. Spurs beat Norwich City, which they should do. They will get Champions League football. But if they don't, Arsenal have to play Everton. And then Everton are still playing for their own fate because there's still 3 teams that could get relegated. We've got Burnley, we've got Leeds United, and we've got Everton, who, friends of the show, T. Henny's team. Everton are a really big club. Could be one of the biggest clubs ever to get relegated. Leeds United, huge club. Burnley, I kind of want them to go down, to be honest. Sorry. But that is going to be huge. All the games are being played on all at the same time. So you'll be watching one game and then it'll be like, there's been a goal at Craven Cottage. And then, well, not Craven Cottage because they're not in the league, but there'll be a goal at this other stadium and it will just like show you the goal. And then the table changes. Like as the game goes on, the changes throughout. And there's always a late goal. There's always a late goal. So make sure you watch it. It is wrapping up.
So it kind of reminds me of like Red Zone, NFL Red Zone.
Yeah,
it's like,
it's
they're breaking down. We got to go over here. No, flip the script. We're going over here. We got 72 hours of Premier League coverage.
Yeah, exactly. So this is probably the height of it ever was Manchester City. So Manchester City and Man United were going for the league. Manchester City had to win. If they didn't win, United won it. United won their game. And then and Manchester City were losing 2-1. And in the last 5 minutes of the game, they scored 2 goals, and it was absolutely cutthroat. It can be like that. It can be like that. So 11 o'clock Eastern time, get it on. It is going to be massive. It's going to be great.
I'm pumped for it. I'm ready for it. Norwich City. Who did they just play? Was it Everton? Sunday they played?
Sunday they're playing Spurs, but they just
past Sunday, yeah.
They just played Wolves.
Wolves. Okay. All right. No more putting Wolves on parlay until Slate's back, damn it. I put them on my parlay. I said, Norwich City, they have nothing to play for. Get them out of here. They're getting regulated. Hold the phone. They're like the freaking Joker, causing destruction anywhere they go. I'm done betting on soccer until this weekend. I'm back on it.
It's been a rough time for Wolves. They haven't won in 5 games. So Slate's probably
big parlay.
Slate's missed his last parlays in a whole month.
Man, we need Slate back.
There we go.
That's
there we go. There we go.
Wolverhampton, you guys want a chance to win? Get Slate a jersey. That's what it takes.
Tell me about it. It'll happen.
Perfect. I love it. Big Arsenal match, Liverpool match, right? Liverpool, Chelsea went to PKs.
Yes. The FA Cup was last weekend. And for the people who might remember, these 2 teams played in the League Cup final. And this final was exactly the same as that final. A really entertaining 0-0. And yes, an entertaining 0-0 is a thing. It is
the most soccer thing ever.
It actually can happen because people were hitting the woodwork. People were hitting the post. The ball was just skimming past the post. Keepers were making save. It was a great game to watch. And Chelsea again bottled it on penalties. Very annoying. Liverpool having one of the best seasons, ever, potentially. So yeah, it was a great final.
All right, I've got to know, as an outsider,
Mhm.
what the hell's up with the ribbons on
Yeah.
the trophy?
So going way back, like we're talking like 1800s, talking like early 1900s. The ribbons that you see that says Fly Emirates, they would be the colours of the team that's won. So red and white, that is Liverpool's colours. If Chelsea would have won, it would have been blue and white. So if you look back at like probably not really old photos because it's black and white, but newish photos, you have the ribbons of the team's colour on the cup.
Yeah. Okay. I was sitting there. I was like, man, what in the hell's up with that? Because I looked on. I was gonna pull up the bigger one. Yeah. Forest City. Or sorry, wait, Nottingham Forest.
Yes,
They had won the FA Cup, right? Back in the day.
Nottingham Forest have won more Champions Leagues than Arsenal, Manchester City. Nottingham Forest, who might be on the cusp of coming back to the Premier League, are a very historic and very historic team. In the 80s and early 90s, they were unbelievable.
Okay.
And then a team runs out of money, and they just fall through the leagues, and you get stuck in a league for years and years and years, and then you come back up, and they might come back. They might come back up, but they're a historic team and they're a great club.
Okay. That's because I like the picture looked 80s, 90s esque, and I was like, damn, that's the exact same trophy with those damn ribbons on it. That makes sense.
I mean, the FA Cup goes back to like 1880s. It's ridiculous. It's the oldest competition in the world, oldest football competition in the world.
Hey, I love it. History lesson, good vibes, betting. What else are you gonna find on Tuesday night?
Tim's going rogue on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Tim, the Decepticon's in your camera. I don't know what's going on right now.
I'm just letting it ride.
It does this every week, and it waits like the end. And it's like, fuck this guy. As it goes black. Oh, my Lord. All right, hey, let's talk a little pub parlay. Yeah. Yeah. You look like you got a unibrow right now. So, pub parlay, guys, we need a hit. The pub parlay bank is looking real sketch right now. So, let's have a hit. Let's have a freaking weekend. Make some big money. Let's go big. Let's hit it. What day we start with?
That's the $1 million question.
Sunday would be ideal for my football picks.
Sunday. And
I'm going to give an actual sporting pick this week, unlike the Eurovision last week.
Thank you for that.
That's right.
Makes my job a little bit easier.
Give me Manchester City.
Oh, Man City. What's their
Very
City's
safe.
chant?
Very safe. Very safe.
Wow. Those are the ones that get you, though, the safe ones.
Fitz, we're not here for the negative injury. Okay? We're here for big money energy.
I'm just assuming the Astros are playing Sunday.
Golly.
Sunday, I'm taking Lightning.
Okay.
Against the Panthers. They're home. Little Tampa Bay fun day going on. Give me Tampa Bay Lightning to defend their home ice game 3 Sunday.
I like that pick. I'll take Sunday night. I'll take the Oilers over the Flames. It'll be the Oilers' first home game of that series.
Come back to Edmonton.
I like it.
Matt will be in the crowd saying, "Oil me up, baby."
If they're favored, give them the points. I like them that much, especially the 1.5 points. You always take the points in hockey if you're feeling confident, because
especially
they always do the empty net. They pull the empty net. So yeah, I feel like Edmonton they'll have the lead. Flames out. They'll pull the empty net, and McDavid will get a late one.
All right, I like it.
Fitz, you took the one I wanted to pick because my heart. I couldn't go with the heart pick, but now I have.
Yeah,
to.
don't. No. Don't. You don't have to.
No,
You don't
nope,
have to.
Nope, I have to.
Don't do it. You don't have
I will.
to.
I am. I must. I'm taking Carolina over the Rangers
Oh,
on their
In New
home
York?
ice in New
That would-
York.
Oh,
I wasn't going
Man.
to do it, and then you did it, and now I have to do it.
you're not gonna
No.
go Strohs?
No, man. My MLB picks blow. I can't do MLB anymore.
You only take one team, and they're playing the Rangers. Rangers are trash, dude.
Hey,
we're not here for the negative energy.
All right,
Come on.
all right.
We're going to squeak one out on their ice.
Because I'm not trying to point any fingers, but only one person missed their parlay pick.
Who was that?
Okay.
Was that me?
Someone said, hey, the White Sox are going to win Friday the 13th.
Yeah, that was stupid. That was the only one that didn't hit.
That was the only one.
No.
Thanks, Fitz.
I apologize.
And to be fair, we're taking 2 home teams and an away team. It's not like all home teams
It's
can go
not.
undefeated Sunday night,
It's
right?
That's right.
We're rolling. Matt took a safe one. Man City. Let's
Okay.
go. We're making money this weekend. This is it.
Okay.
This is it. If not, then we need more sponsors. Okay.
Go Canes. I'm a Caniac this weekend.
That's right,
right.
baby. You should always be a Caniac. Which, by the way, Smack Apparel, they have to get a Cane shirt. They need to. What are we
Yeah.
doing? Get on
Caniac.
it, Jeff.
Come on, Jeff.
Gosh. Use our link, Instagram. Don't forget it. All right. Random question.
I think I've got one. So, shout out to Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. The NBA named trophies after them. So the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals and the MVP of the Western Conference Finals. If you're MVP of the West, you get the Magic Johnson trophy. If you're the conference MVP of the East, you get the Larry Bird trophy. I was wondering if you had to name or rename a trophy, what would you name or rename a trophy? Like which trophy and who would you name it after?
I'm going to take the easy one. Instead of the Magic Johnson trophy, call it the Magic Stick.
What? Oh man.
Instead of Larry Bird trophy, call
Oh,
it
man.
the Flock trophy. I don't know. Give me a second.
I loved one. I just loved the Larry Bird and the Magic Johnson trophy. I think that was genius. Genius
Should have called it
choice.
No Good Larry Bird trophy.
Of course, the first thing they told on TikTok, I saw it, and they told Larry Bird, and there's a live reaction of him. He's like, "Man, I want to get my hands on that Magic Johnson trophy."
Now, imagine if you said, I just want to get my hands on that Magic Stick.
Oh my god!
Right?
Oh, man. You know what? Here, I'll start off here. This is gonna be a shift. They should rename the Oscar. They should rename it because they've shafted Leo all these years for Best Actor. I think eventually they should just name it the Leo. Change the Oscars to the Leos.
So you can't get shafted anymore.
Okay, mine's going to be changing the Copa del Rey, which is the cup competition in Spain, and I'll be changing that to the Messi and Ronaldo Cup.
Yeah, that'd be big.
By the way, Lionel Messi signing for Inter Milan in 2023.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Big, and he gets a portion of the
35% shares.
huge.
Beckham
And that's
and
the one
Messi.
Beckham owns, right?
Yeah, Beckham and Messi at the same club.
Man. We got to go to Miami, boys.
Mm,
Watch a little footy action. Matt, when you're in the States, you let us know. We're going to Miami.
will do.
I'm going to pick the changing of the commissioner's trophy, the MLB. I think that's luggage.
That's a
I
fucking
think-
lame-ass name.
Yeah, right? Yeah, commissioner's trophy. Let's call it the Barry Bonds trophy. and then they can put him in the Hall of Fame. Put the man in the Hall of Fame and name the championship trophy after him. All right. Enough of this.
Are you gonna keep the trophy design the same, or are you gonna add syringes?
You can add whatever you want. I know, and I'm cool with it as long as his name is on it.
Okay. Sticking with baseball. I don't know if you guys can see, I got the Reds helmet back there. Pete Rose signed it. Big Reds guy, even this year. It's been fucking tough for us. Home Run Derby trophy is going to be renamed the Griff for Ken Griffey Jr., and it's going to be a golden backwards baseball hat.
That's cool.
Okay.
I like that.
Why aren't we hired by Major League Sports? Like this, these are all golden ideas here.
Big brain moves over here at the pub.
Big brain energy, baby. Big brain energy. And that's going to do it for the show. One hell of a show. It's the first show without a guest in honestly like 6 weeks. Which shout out to all our guests. If you need, go watch it. Brooks Miller, deep conversation from last week. Jeff Antonelli from the previous week. Amazing guests we've had. We're going to keep them rolling. But it was good just to have the boys here in the pub. So shout out to the boys. Good job.
Shout out to you,
guys
Parker.
next week. IOY.
Bye.
Have a wonderful time. See ya.
In a bit, go well.
You scared me, Matt. You just kind of faded out there a little bit.
Yeah, but
Popping
Yeah,
bottles.
pop it, Fitz.
pop.
Twisty. I'm just going to go out and
I
say
got
it.
choked on my drink there, Tim.
Joey Chestnut has to be on 10
Oh.
seconds.
It has to be.
Did we get rid of that? Yeah, I felt those spiders.
It's magic
Yeah,
in September. It's like one of the
I
hottest
tried to change up the
athletes in
clip
world.
every week.
Man, I'm gonna get real theological on y'all. I think we're all a
We
little
need to
soft
cut
and
that.
misunderstood.
Oh, that one's
Let's
staying
be
in
real
forever.
honest.
I'm being real honest with you,
different
Fitz.
rules
I'm gonna be real
that go along with
theological.
it that kind of go behind our underlying theme of getting fans involved, keeping fans.
If I catch it
interested.
in my beer, does that still count?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.